Hi Chantel Lights, welcome back to my channel again. And if you're not part of the Chantel Lights and you're seeing this face for the first time, wouldn't you want to be part of our gang? Like, don't you like our name? My name is Kelechi Chantel. I am a YouTuber based in Nigeria. So guys, today's video is actually a story time / get ready with me, and I'm going to be sharing with you, gisting you guys basically, something that happened to myself, in short my family, my entire family, because everybody was affected sometime last month. Yeah, it's not even up to a month, like 2 weeks ago. And while doing my makeup, I'll also be trying out the Juviasplace new foundation and concealer. I did not want to do like a video solely for the foundation and concealer because I mean it's saturated on YouTube already, so I just decided to infuse it into this get ready with me video and story time. I'm going to start off by filling my brows. I'm using the Beauty Line by Didi eyebrow pencil. If you watched my last vlog, there was a part where I was talking about my auntie's girl that she came to pick me up from the junction for my niece and nephew's birthday. Yeah, that girl Ebere, sometime last 2 weeks, this story, yeah, I just want to put it out there so that I can create an awareness of the fact that there's no small child again in our society. Like, everybody is corrupt. I don't know how to say it in a more subtle way, but guys, there's no small child again. Last week, that it was on a Thursday to be precise, I think last 2 weeks Thursday, my auntie called me in the evening that Ebere is not at home. That me, I was in the office. That Ebere is not at home, and Chinedu is my cousin, my small cousin that stays with my mom. That Chinedu is alone in the house. That Ebere came to her shop. That she sent Ebere back home from the shop because Ebere was supposed to close school at 1 o'clock, and Ebere came back to the shop at 3 o'clock. So my auntie now told me that when Ebere came to the shop, she's like, "Why are you just coming now?" Ebere now said that it was raining. If you're conversant with Port Harcourt, yeah, Ebere school is Rumokuta Girls, and my auntie's shop is on Rumola Road. So the distance between Rumokuta Girls and Rumola Road is what people trek. But my auntie always gives her transport money, 50 naira to 50 naira to go, 50 naira to come back. So basically in a day I think she gives her 200 naira, so 100 naira she just stand by break food. In my family, yeah, it's not like I'm trying to be the good cop here. In my family, we don't know how to segregate. Anybody that knows my family very well, especially my mom's side, anyone that comes into the house is one of us automatically. Like, you automatically become one of us. So this girl, when she came to the house, my aunt is like, she was telling my mom that she doesn't want this girl to feel like she's a different person, that she's going to tell her to be calling her mommy since her mom is dead, yeah. So my aunt could just fill the void, even if she's not going to totally fill the void. I mean, this is not your biological mother. So Ebere has been calling my auntie mom. Like, even in that vlog, if you see her, you know that she doesn't look bad at all. So back to my story. So my auntie now said that when she came back from school around that 3 o'clock, she now told her, "But I saw your school people coming back, passing my shop. How come you were not with them?" And secondly too, Ebere had transport and she had raincoat, so there was no excuse that, okay, if I enter the transport, where they would drop me to where I walk to the shop, rain will beat me. She now said that she was waiting for the rain to stop. Man, say rain to stop, that this rain did not even fall for up to 30 minutes, so give or take, you should have been back to the shop by at most, if you wanted to be late, 2 o'clock. My auntie said that she now told her, "Okay, so now that you're here, we close shop at 5. There's really no need for you to be here. Go home and go and cook what you and Chinedu eat this evening." The girl now said okay, carried her bag and went home. Also my auntie thought. So I think, yeah, she went home actually and went to pick down my small cousin Chinedu. Chinedu's school is like a neighborhood school, so it's close to my house. Went to pick Chinedu up and told Chinedu to go back home. That I promised I was going to come after work closes, and that if I come and I don't see anybody in the house, I'll be angry. Me, I did not have any discussion with any of them like this. So Chinedu now she gave Chinedu her school bag and her raincoat and told him to go back home. So Chinedu went back home. She went out. So as at the time my auntie was calling me, this thing was like past 7. I told auntie, I beg, don't even stress yourself. Agaracha must come back. In Igbo, agaracha must come back means that the person that went out must come back at the end of the day. The next day, early in the morning, I called Chinedu's number because we bought a dual SIM phone for them. So each person has their SIM, but they are sharing one phone. And I called Chinedu's number. Chinedu's number wasn't going through. So to me, I'm like, okay, maybe they've gone to school. I didn't even take it as anything. Later in the day, around 3:30 ish, 4, my mom's sister now called me again. I'm like, how far, Nancy? What of Ebere? She now say, Kelly, girl, you won't believe that Ebere is not back home. I'm trying to look for a concealer to use. Like, how? Since yesterday, Ebere is not back home. She said yes. So I told her, okay, after work I was going to come. Once it clocked 5, I came back home, changed, and went to her house. So when we now asked Chinedu said the day before that she gave him her school bag to take back home, that he saw her at her friend's place or something. She was with one of her friends. So I now told my auntie that place would be our first point of investigation, that let us go to that her friend's house. This thing was like past 7, so it was already dark. So as we got to that her friend's house, yeah, somebody just ran inside their compound. And I told my auntie, are you sure this is not a berry? She said, that let's ask now. That her friend now came out. And I asked her, I said, who ran inside this house, inside your house like this? She said, no, that is her neighbor's child. In her word, she said, nah, her Gia child. It's her Gia's child. To prime my eyes, I'm going to be using the P. Louise base in room of 4. So we started asking her questions that where is Ebere? She said no, that the last time she saw Ebere was yesterday. Ebere told her that she was going to the shop. I said, which shop? That is not shop she was coming back from, that she told her to come back home. The girl said no, that Ebere told her that she has not gotten to the shop, that she's going to the shop. That's why she gave Chinedu her bags and everything to take back home. Chinedu is about 10 or 10. Ebere is about 15 years old. So my auntie was like, okay, no problem. I gave the children her phone number, that if you ever come across Ebere, just flash me and I'll call you back. Just try to create awareness by telling people, anybody that sees her, that please they should let us know. This thing was on Friday. Saturday we did not hear anything. Sunday, by Saturday my auntie said has lost like 10 kg. That Saturday morning, my mom now called, because my mom is not around. My mom now called and said that it is past 24 hours now, that we should go and make a statement in the police station. So I'm going to start off with Nuban Beauty Starlet Palette, and I'll go in with the shade Ludia as transition. So she now went to Kala Police Station. Kala Police Station is in mile 3, mile 4 area. She went there. So while she was there, now she laid a complaint, everything, they paid money. Nothing happened that Saturday. She now also called the girl's father and informed those in the village. My uncle in the village went to her house, they informed them, just did the right thing so that it doesn't linger for so long. We're still hoping that this girl will come out. Throughout Saturday, nothing. So Saturday midnight, I woke up. I had to pray. I did not sleep that Saturday midnight. I said, God, wherever this girl is, let her come out, because this girl cannot tarnish the name of my family. You know how village people can think. Now they will say, people have used her for one thing or the other. Maybe that's where people are getting money from. You know how their mentality, some of them, not everybody actually. Sunday morning, I called my aunt and told her that she should not worry, that girl is okay, that wherever she is, she will come out. Deep down, yeah, I was scared, but I just had to give my aunt that positive vibe so that she doesn't continue starving herself. So Sunday morning passed, Sunday afternoon passed, Sunday evening passed, Sunday night, my aunt called me. This was about 9 p.m. That electrician guy called her and said that he saw a berry that night, that Sunday night, that he was just calling her, that he saw her with a group of girls and she was carrying a baby. And he called her and said, is it not you that they've been looking for now for how many days? Where have you been? She now told him no, that it's even her auntie that sent her out that night. So the man knew she was lying, but he did not want to raise an alarm. He now told her, okay, no problem. He now trailed them to the compound they entered that night. Early Monday morning, I think I went for exercise earlier. I normally leave at 5:30, but I think I left at 5. So I finished everything, called her. She told me that she had gone to the police station to take policemen so that they can go and carry her in case maybe what they envisage is not what they get. You get, maybe she's with a man or something. So I drove and got to where she told me they were from the description. I saw my aunts, they were in a cab with 3 policemen and I think 4 girls, a boy, but the berry was not with them. So they drove everybody to Kala police station. My auntie came, entered my car, we drove to the police station. On getting there now, they started investigating and asking them questions. I'm going to switch eyeshadows to this one from Nuban Beauty also. It's the Eclipse palette and I'll be using the shade Saros to deepen my crease. When they got to the police station, I now realized that one of the girls they carried was that girl that went to their house that night that told us that she has not seen a berry, blah blah blah, this one, that one, all the stories in this world, with 2 other girls and 1 man. One of the girls now said that that man is a berry's boyfriend. They started talking to, asking the man questions. Trust police. Now, I know police will not be as subtle as you and I. They started hitting him, asking him questions. Say, how does he know that a berry? He said that he doesn't know her, that if he met her for the first time that Saturday night, that he saw her with this girl that said is a berry's boyfriend. And he saw her with, saw a berry with girl and said, I like this your friend. The girl, that this is her friend now, and I said, if you like my friend now, you pay her money. That the berry now said, no, please, I don't do that type of thing, and I don't want. So this her friend now said he will pay you 5,000, or he'll give you 5,000. Mind you, this her friend is 13 years old. The boy now said that he told them that he doesn't have 5,000, that what he will give them is 3,000. That it was at that point the berry now told him that no, she doesn't do things like that, she's a virgin. The boy now said he will use condom. Please explain to me how virginity and condom correlate. So is it that when you use condom, you will continue being a virgin? I don't understand. That he will use condom. If you see the way her mouth was running, that he said that he will use condom, and this one, that one. The boy now said that, well, after he now said that thing that he will use condom, he now showed them ATM card and said that, okay, he's coming, let him go and withdraw the money. That Ebere was still adamant. Ebere was not telling that friend that if you want the 5,000 or the 3,000, you go and sleep with him and collect the money. Me, I'm not interested. That the girl now told Ebere that what is there, that she has slept with virtually all those boys, and she has even done abortion 2 times. At this point, your girl just froze. Like, I was already feeling bad at the fact that I was in the police station. Like, I've never been to the police station before in my life. The fact that I was inside the police station office and somebody now threw this bombshell now at me. It's bomb at me rather. I say, Jesus Christ. Small girl, 13 years old, says she has done 2 abortions. I'm using that first shade, Ludia, to just marry everything together. So that he did not sleep with them. Police now said, okay, where is the ATM card now that he used to go and withdraw the money? He brought that ATM card. ATM card has expired. ATM card expired since 2017. Police now say, first crime. You're waiting going. I don't know what the counts they put on his head. You're going around with fake ATM card and you want to sleep with a minor. Then I asked him his age and I said it was 30 years. At that point, I never even know when I lost it. I started crying. I'm like, you're a 30 years old man and you're sleeping with children of 13 years, 15 years, 12 years. What do you stand to gain? He was looking at me. The policewoman got so anxious. I told him, oh yeah, naked, remove everything you are wearing now. I'm going to deepen my crease further with this shade Umbra. He was now lying on the floor. Police people were marching at him, beating him. Say, what nonsense. If it was your sister, will you allow things like this to happen to her? This one, that one. At this point, we have not seen the burial. Now ask the girl, that her friend, that was running her mouth, that where is the berry? She said that she saw a berry that night. That a berry did not sleep in her house. That she doesn't know where a berry is. That girl now that lied to us that Thursday night, Friday night, that said that a berry was not the one that ran inside. We now found out that a berry was the one that ran inside that night when she saw us. Police now started asking her, so why were you hiding a berry? Liberia begged her that please, she doesn't want to go home, that her mommy will beat her. And he stupidly lied and hid her. After he saw how worried we were, this girl now said that after that night, Liberia now went to follow that 13-year-old one, and ever since then she had not seen her. So everybody knew that Ebere was now with that girl, this 13-year-old one that said she had done abortion 2 times. And I told her, and I called her and told her, I said, do you know where you are? She said, yes, that she's in the police station. I said, okay. I said, hope you know that if Ebere doesn't come out, you're going to remain here because you're the first suspect in this case. At that point, when I told her that thing, she now got scared. I said, in case you don't understand, let me just break it down to you. You remain here until Ebere comes out. So after then, now she now said that, now told one policewoman that please let her call her daddy. The policewoman now gave her phone, took her outside. So she now called whoever she called. Policewoman now came in and told us that they are bringing Ebere. I said, where did they see Ebere? The woman said that we should not worry, that they are bringing Ebere. This thing was around 10, 11. We waited till like after 1. I already called my boss very early and told him that today I might not get to the office because of everything that is happening. Waited 1:30 to 2. Ebere now came with the girl's father. They started asking the man questions that, so you were in a house with a girl that is not your child, and you never ask questions why this girl is with you in your house, or even bother to return her to her people. I asked Ebere that, where were you and why did you leave the house? She now told police the same thing my auntie told them. That my auntie told her, will you go back home? I don't even want to see you here now before I get angry. Just go back home and cook what you actually do eat. That she was scared that if my auntie comes back from work, from the shop, that my auntie is going to flog her. That's why she ran away. So a policewoman now asked her that, who are you that they will not flog you? Are you made of gold that you are bigger than flogging? That if they shout at you, you will run out of the house? Are you mad? Policewoman started flogging this girl. Flogging her. Guys, do you know that not one drop of tears came out of her eyes? Like, the policeman flogged her from head to toe. This girl was still standing, like looking at us, no remorse in her eyes, nothing. And now the policeman now told us that this girl is possessed. People should go and return this girl. This girl has no iota of remorse in her. She's not even crying except with the cane that they are flogging her. So that's how we're there. They're now asking her whether she knows that boy, to find out if their stories will correlate now, so that they can release that boy or keep him in cell, whichever one comes first. She now told confessed that the boy did not sleep with her. Now said everything the boy said. So their stories added up and said that yes, the boy offered her money, but she said she was a virgin and he said he was going to withdraw the money and he never came back. That her friend told her that, what is there? Why can't you sleep with him? Me, I've slept with blah 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 blah, like I told you guys now. So police now told us that we should call her parents, call Ebere's parents. So my aunt now told them that we have already reported to the father. So I told my auntie that she should call the father, that he should start coming to Port Harcourt that day, so he can carry this girl, because if this girl runs again, me, I'm not ready to go through this whole marathon. Auntie now carried her home. Me, I left and went back to the house to get ready for work. This thing was like 3 o'clock. At the end of the day, I didn't even end up going to work. Before we left the police station, policewoman now begged us that please, we should not beat her again, we should not touch her, that she has flogged her how a mother should flog her, blah blah blah. My auntie now said, if you know me, you will know that flogging itself has never been something I do, so I'm not even going to bother myself with touching her. So my auntie now went home with her. Now my cousin was now gisting me that when they even went home, my auntie now told her, go and have your bath. Before she came out of the toilet bathroom, my auntie has warmed food for her. You know the type of prodigal son in the Bible story? My auntie has warmed food for her, set it on the dining table. You better come and eat though. When you finish, go and lie down and sleep. Your dad is coming. My father now came. My cousin was now telling me that the man just told her, I'm disappointed in you, Ebere. He did not even touch her or anything. I'm like, okay, this is where she got this stupid attitude of thinking that it's okay to do what she did. That the father said in the night he went out to go and start smoking and drink, and went out to the junction to look for where they sell kai kai, because when he came back inside the house, he was smelling of alcohol, kai kai to be precise. Because he got to Port Harcourt late that day. My aunt said that he should sleep over at her house, and in her house rather, and the next morning he will carry his child and be going to wherever he wants to carry her to. So, and I said, no wonder now, this thing they say that the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. It's obvious, because for this girl to have seen her father doing such and living such life, she felt it was okay to do what she did. And really it was okay, because the man did not even talk to her. I'll be applying this color Halo on my lid space. I want something very shouty. I don't know if it will work, but I'll try it out. My mom now told my auntie that my auntie should please should go to the police station that morning with them, so that she can go and tell the policewoman that, oh, Ebere's father is here, and hand over Ebere to the father in front of the policewoman so they can close the case. So my auntie did that, and the man and his daughter went back to the village. During all of this, even when after my auntie gave her food, treated her nicely, you know that they say she did not even apologize or say, oh, mommy, I'm sorry, I put you through this. Now they sent her back to the village. My thing now is that, yeah, so a small girl like this thinks it's okay to do what she did, and she just scattered her future, because the man now, the father, has even seen money to eat. Talk more of taking care of his children. Has he finished smoking and buying kai kai? Is to not save money that he use and train them in school. So her future now, to an extent, is doomed. So she'll just be in that village doing nothing. The next thing that you hear is that Ebere is pregnant, or one nonsense gist or the other. So that's how God vindicated us. So, and this girl did not put us in trouble, because where would we have started from? Nobody would want to hear that you were good to her. Being good to her, that's your own business. So, because they'll be like, is it not in your house that she got missing? What did you do to her that she ran away? That day was just an eye-opener for me. Before, I always see children be like, hi baby, or hi boo boo, like try to look at them as innocent. But I just realized that these children are not innocent at all. I'm going back in with that dark shade Umbra to deepen the crease and arrange it well. So I just realized that none of these children are innocent though, guys. None of them are innocent. It's so heartbreaking that this is where we have gotten in this society. Like, if you see how this girl was audible talking about sex, he said he will have sex with that condom, virgin. Like, she was so, I don't even know. You guys, you should have been there to understand what I'm talking about. There was no fear whatsoever in her voice. At 13, it's just prayer at the end of the day, because there's no good parenting that can do anything for you, just to commit these children into the hands of God, because I don't know. I don't know. I really do not know. And it just even opened my eye to the fact that all these girls that we bring to stay with us, like yourself inclusive, all these maids, I really don't like to call them maids, but like these helps that you bring to stay with you, yeah, they never like where they are being treated nicely. Once you treat them nicely, that's the end of it though. They will leave you and go. They will say they are not staying again. But once you're mean to them, you see all those ones that they are mean to them, they give them food maybe once a day, they don't dress them up properly, they just segregate them basically. They like those ones. They can be there 10 years. But you see, when you're nice to them, don't just bother yourself, because they will leave you and they will run away. So, to the belle of this ball, the Juviasplace foundation. Guys, this foundation has been trending on Instagram, in short, all over, both YouTube, everywhere, on social media basically, for the past, I think, 3 weeks. And I got mine last week. I placed a joint order with Nello and Adeze Space here on YouTube. And yeah, I wanted to go for the shade Malawi, because most people I saw swatching it were my skin tone. But all of a sudden, they started swatching another one. There's the girl that modeled the Malawi shade. She's actually my skin tone. So I'm like, oh, I'm going to use her as a comparison or a chart, whatever, selector. Only for me to see her, she did another video with the shade Kenya. I was telling them, I'm like, I don't understand though. This Kenya doesn't look like it's my color. So someone asked a question on Juviasplace's Instagram post, and they're like, the girl is Malawi during winter and she's Kenya during hot period. I'm like, in Nigeria we don't have summer and winter and the rest. so I don't know what I'll go for. I still wanted to stick to the Malawi though, but when we wanted to place the order, Malawi was sold out. I'm guessing it's because most people went with that shade range, and I'm sure most of them will not be their shade. So I just said, I went through the page again and I'm like, let me just do this Tanzania because it looks like my undertone and every other thing, and I got it. I did a small test the day I got it and it looked like it was going to be my color. So today will be the first time I'm actually going to apply it all over my face. I have a full face of makeup and I just hope it works. That day it looks like it was my color, but we'll find out better today. Going to, it's so thick guys, like can you see how it's pouring? It's so thick and it's full coverage. I'm just using two. Let me just use 2 pumps, and if it's not okay I can take more. I love the packaging. I love the rubber press bottle. I love the color. I just love everything about the outer view of it. Little of this foundation goes a long way, like very little. See what I have left on my hand, and I've almost finished covering half part of my face. Wow, it's my color. I'm so lucky guys. I'm not really scared because I know how to make foundations work. Even if it's lighter than my skin tone, I know how to mix. I don't know if you guys can remember one of my videos when I said I'm a mixologist when it comes to foundation. I must make it work. Even if it's too light, I'll look for a darker foundation I have and mix it equally, and it's come out looking banging on my skin tone. So it wasn't a problem, but I like the fact that I'm skipping all those stress. One thing I noticed about this foundation though is that it's hard to work with because of how thick the consistency is. You just have to be fast about it, and I'm sure it's this thick because it's full coverage. Just one layer of it and all my spots have been covered. That means it's just 1 pump of foundation I'm using for my whole face, because I've not even gone half of what I poured on the back of my hand. I also got the concealer in the shade 10. I'm going to use very little, like 3, whatever this is called. This also matches my skin tone. Like I'm so proud of myself for making this decision, and I'm happy that Malawi was sold. And with that, the look is complete guys. Thank you for watching today, and before you leave, if you haven't subscribed already, please do so by clicking on the subscribe button by the right hand side of the video and the notification bell by the side so you don't miss out on any of my uploads. Thank you so much once again, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye lights.